The XFL kicks off this weekend, and with that being said, I wanted to give the viewers of this channel and XFL fans a preview of all the teams playing in the league this year. Today's team is the Houston Roughnecks, and before I jump into the video, I just wanted to ask if you're a fan of football, if you're a fan of the XFL, if you'd subscribe to the channel, like this video. It's really going to help me out. I do this for free. I do it for fun because I love the game of football, and I assume if you're watching this video, you do too, so I want to bring you the best content that I can. So with that being said, I won't waste any more of your time. Let's just jump right into the video. Who are the Houston Roughnecks? They will be playing at TDE CU Stadium on the campus at University of Houston, and they'll be coached by head coach Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips has 40 years of coaching experience in the NFL and was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys for 4 years and then became the defensive coordinator for the Houston Texans directly after that. He'll be assisted by offensive coordinator A.J. Smith. A.J. Smith is a very young individual. He's 33, but in 2020, he was on the XFL coaching staff as a wide receivers coach. And in his last two stints of an offensive coordinator were both in the Spring League and at Tyler Junior College. In both of those places, he helped create a #1 ranking offense. So I expect him to maybe do the same again with this Roughnecks team. You look at the defensive side of the football, they have defensive coordinator Brian Stewart. He was the defensive coordinator at the University of Houston in the early 2010s and was previously the defensive coordinator at the University of Maryland. He's been just about everywhere, but with all his experience, especially as a defensive backs coach, I expect this team to play really well and lead with a secondary as a major role. Now let's go back to the offensive side of the football. The Roughnecks don't really have any recognizable names at quarterback. Caleb Ellaby is only 22 years old, and he may be their Week 1 starting quarterback. He played at Western Michigan, and during his time there, he improved year in and year out. He has an average arm, but he has great touch on the football. But he's not the quarterback I don't think will be the guy all season long. I don't even know if he's going to start Week 1. He just has the chance to. The guy that I think will become the season-long starter for the Houston Roughnecks is Cole McDonald. He played his college ball at the University of Hawaii, and while he was there, he was lighting up the scoreboard and lighting up the stat sheet. He was responsible for 85 touchdowns and threw for over 8,000 yards in only 2 years as a starter. Cole has been on a few NFL training camp rosters, but was never able to find his way onto the 53-man roster. He's even played in the CFL for a year. He'll be looking to make a splash in the XFL if given the opportunity. Now, as far as offensive weapons go, you have to have somebody to throw to, and they have that. Wade Phillips believed that the Roughnecks have the fastest wide receiver in the league in Justin Smith, but as of now, he's banged up with an injury, so there's a chance we won't see him for a while. They have another wide receiver in Deontay Burnett, who is most remembered for his game versus Penn State in the 2017 Rose Bowl, where Sam Darnold threw him 13 passes for 164 yards and three touchdowns. 13 touchdowns would be insane. Since then, he hasn't really been able to stay on an active NFL roster, but he'll be a massive difference maker in the passing game. They also have a tight end in Garrett Owens, who might be one of the most athletic at his position in the entire league. He can play wide receiver in the slot and running back if you need him to. He is from Erie, PA, and he decided to stay close to home when he went to college, so he played at Mercyhurst and Duquesne. But he never caught the eyes of scouts until the XFL showcase in Washington, D.C. He'll be heavily used as a blocker and as a weapon on the offensive side of the football. Now let's move into the defensive side of the football. They have a safety pairing in Sean Davis and A.J. Hendy that could make a lot of noise. Sean Davis was a second-round draft pick a few years back by the Steelers and started a handful of games before becoming a key special teams player on the team. He'll capitalize on this opportunity in Houston, I really believe it, and I won't be surprised if he gets a pick or two this year. A.J. Hendy played in the XFL in 2020, though, for the New York Guardians, and he's very excited to be back and ready to make a difference in this secondary and in the XFL in 2023. Now, at outside linebacker, they have Trent Harris. Outside linebacker is a position that Wade Phillips knows well. He had DeMarcus Ware in Dallas. He had Von Miller in Denver when he was the defensive coordinator there. He knows when he has a good one. And he believes that Trent Harris can lead the team and the league in sacks this year. Harris is a very raw athlete, but he has one thing that he has is speed and power, and that will make a huge difference for Houston. Houston was the best team in the XFL in 2020, bar none. And in my opinion, they should have no issue picking up right where they left off with this new squad this year. That's all I have to say about the Houston Roughnecks. I'm excited to watch them and all the XFL when it kicks off. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, especially if you're a fan of football. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.